trustworthiness, the first point of the Scout Law, it's really kind of a basis for a lot of things, because if you can't if someone isn't trustworthy, or if you can't trust someone, then you can't get yourself out there. So, for example, if you didn't trust your belayer at the tower, you couldn't climb. And it really, if we as a community, or as a society, or just as like a group of people, can learn to be trustworthy and to trust each other, we can do a lot of things, because suspicion can ruin any great plan or any great, thing.
Like trustworthiness, you'd want to have everyone be trustworthy, because it doesn't just mean like keeping secrets or not telling lies. You also want to be worthy of people's trust in other things. Like they want to know that you're able to be there and help out and do all the things that you need to do. What was the other part of the question?
Just think of an example that you see happen in your troop.
So we divided up the different jobs and stuff at camp, and so it's nice to have trustworthiness, to know that they will get done, and they will get done on time.
I think trustworthiness is a great way to describe scouting as an organization, because you can't have a troop that has so many people in it without building up trust with them. Trustworthiness could be to your friends, your family, to the rest of that troop, but it could also generally just be, when you're alone. Could be to yourself. You know what you're about to do, and it is really cool to see that here at camp and here in scouting, to see people trusting each other, to see people trusting the staff in adequate instruction and keeping them safe. And I think it's really cool to have that trust, because there's a lot of places that don't. Yeah, I see it a lot, actually. But I think that it's most prominent in, for example, a duty roster, right? It's simple. It's cooking and cleaning and making sure you're doing what you're doing. But if troops make their own thing, they're trusting their patrol leaders to do that. If troops have a community-based thing, they're trusting their community to build a system that works for everyone. And if the system doesn't work for everyone, they're trusting that community to make the changes that it needs. And when the time comes to really get that in place, we can see that there's trust in that someone will cook the pancakes properly and, bring the water to a boil and, not burn the noodles, and we're also trusting them if they do. We're helping them to trust in each other, even when those things don't go exactly to plan. And that's, I think, what I see a lot of.